Shalom, this is the brother Tazawakal from GMS Germany with a new lesson. First of and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who commit and tell us his truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect out there, which burn his truth and sincerity, and no security across the four winds. So, we're gonna go into this article as you see here. EU state could let foreigners serve in armed forces media. Okay, and the title of this video is just gonna be as the Romans, or as in the times of Rome. Okay, and we're gonna get the scripture where base that claim from, but we're first gonna go a little bit into the article and then we're gonna go into the scriptures. So it says German efforts to boost the Bundeswehr, which is the German army, have been hampered by sluggish recruitment rates. Yeah, because nobody in Germany wanna really join that military, man. There's just a few that are really in the patriot state of mind, or that have no other option because they're too lazy, or rather said they're uninterested in any jobs. You understand? Because I remember there was a guy in my old gym, or my gym. There are actually two guys, but two different locations because I'm in a gym. There's like a bigger brand, has multiple what is it called, man? Multiple sites, so to speak. You know, got one in this city, one in that city. So nevertheless, I I remember I was talking to this one guy. I said, "What you doing?" We're talking a little bit. Then he said, "Like, yeah, he's in the military." He said, "Oh shit." I said, "Oh shit." Then the other guy also, and I remember he said like he want to step up to guard the nuclear weapons of America here in Germany. That he gets more money. Okay, but that's just a few. You know, let me just check something out. How many people are in? See, active soldiers is just around 200,000, man, and 20, yeah. We say let's round it up. 200,000, like 25,000 of that is women. You know, reserved, it's 930. Yep, and there's no what is it? Mandatory um military time because until 2011, it was mandatory that you go into the Bundeswehr, which was called the Wehrpflicht, which you see here right here. You know, so yep. Okay. Um, see, 2011 exactly. So from that point on, it got canceled. But before that, the firstborn male of every house had to go into the military for 1 year when he turned 18 years old. You know, but here, this is what I actually wanted all of as well, but it's a spirit. It says here, so like here it says in German, the population that is available or can go to war, you know, and it's around 33 million. So you got 200,000 people in the military, but you got 33 million for men and women that can go to the military, like 34 million of Germany that is counted. So this is nothing. This is really nothing. 200,000 from from 34 million, man. That's really nothing. You know. Yeah. Gone. So from there we go back to this article. So you see 34 million are available actually concerning the age and the yeah, concerning the age, they're able, you know, the healthy age, so to speak, from 16 to 49. You're able to go to the military, but you got 200,000 only in there. Not even 181,000. Why I say 200,000? 182,000. 182,000 and 25,000 that is women. That's nothing. Okay? So actually, you just got an army of 130,000, man, because you can't count women in that army. That's impossible. Impossible, hermano. Get me? Because the women can't fight like men. You know? That's impossible. They're not meant to be in the military. Like the elder Malcolm from the GMS Chicago camp spoke about it, I think 1 or 2 years ago, how he was in the military and how these females got just handed passed around like a blunt, man. You know, just got destroyed, man, by different dudes. You know, so it says here, and German efforts to boost the Bundeswehr have been hampered by sluggish recruitment rates. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius is willing to consider enlisting non-nationals into the country's armed forces in a bid to ease manpower shortages, according to the Rheinische Post newspaper. Okay, Pistorius admitted last year that the German military, the Bundeswehr, was experiencing problems attracting new recruits. Yeah, because nobody want to go into the military. There are other ways to make money in Germany. You know, they see the military say like, I have to put my line on the line for what? Because most of the people in Germany are not believing in the country no more. The patriotism is really diminished, man. It's not like in the time of how we call them, of the persecutor of the Amalekites, you know, the HH. Basically, this time period is gone, man. The Germans have got no pride in Germany, or they're not willing to show it because they know they're gonna be, They're gonna be defamed and gonna be stamped as a Nazi. You understand? So a radicalist. It says Berlin is seeking to implement an overhaul of its armed forces in the wake of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. See, so they haven't started using the conflict as well to get these people ready for war, man. Like get them in the war state, because they're like, oh shit, you know, Russia and Ukraine are on the brink of it. But it says Chancellor Olaf Scholz had vowed to increase defense spending to help modernize the Bundeswehr, and he said 100 billion, but he ain't doing that, which was long-faced claims that it lacks resources and adequate funding. In a bid to boost flagging numbers, Pistorius has said he is willing to consider broadening recruitment to include people who do not have a German passport, so foreigners basically. We would not be the first armed forces in Europe to do this, Pistorius said, according to the Rheinische Post on Sunday. There are people in the country who live in Germany in the second or third generation but do not have German citizenship. And what does this remind us of? Of the Roman Empire. Because when we go to 1 Maccabees chapter 8 verse 1, there speaks about, and we're going to read it in a second, how the Romans just accepted all kinds of people into the army. And this is what the people also want to do in Germany. So it shows that we live in the revived Roman Empire. You know, starting with the influence of America, because this is what you can consider basically modern day Rome, where the influence of the rest of the empire is going to, or coming from, because Germany is really following the say-so of America. And this is what you see. This is why they also canceled Nord Stream 2, because they had a deal done with Russia, and then America said, nah, man, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. And then to the spirit, they really canceled it. You know, I said to the spirit because the Heavenly Father is in control of all things, but it really got cancelled. So this 1 Maccabees chapter 8 verse 1. Now Judas had heard of the Romans, that they were mighty and valiant men, and such as would lovingly accept all that joined themselves unto them, and make a league of enmity with all that came unto them. See? So they would accept anybody. And you might not have the highest position, but you would be in the military, so you have certain rights. And don't you think they're going to make it easier for these people then to get a German passport? Because they said, like, we already here for 3 generations. And now, if I go to the military for a certain amount of years, I've signed a contract, for example, for 5 years, then, what is it called? Then they can achieve the German citizenship, man. They're willing to do that, man. Because they got the German passport, they got no problems no more with loans. Then I'll have to run every few months to the freaking council, city hall. You know, in Germany, you have to go there to renew different passports, driver's license, so on and so forth, man. Certain things, also concerning your house. They don't have no problems with that no more, man. They're not seen as foreigners no more on paper. You understand? They're going to have a lot of benefits. And this is the same system that the Romans had. Because to that, you're going to get a lot of people. You understand? It's the same thing that Germany want to do. It's the same thing because they want to broaden the army, and the German citizens are like, nah, man, we ain't gonna do that no more. We want the foreigners, man. We want them as well. And this shows that we live in the revived Roman Empire. And that's why I said, as it was in Rome, you know, because that's the same spirit that is out there. So it says, verse 2, and that they were men of great valor. It was told them also of their wars and noble acts which they had done among the Galatians, and how they had conquered them and brought them under tribute, and what they had done in the country of Spain, of the winning of the mines of silver and gold which is there. And by their policy and patience they had conquered all the place, through though it were very far from them. And the kings also that came against them from the uttermost part of the earth, till they had discomfited them and given them a great overthrow, so that the rest that divide did give them tribute every year. See, so it's just speaking about the might of Rome, man. You know, just the might of Rome. Yeah. But the point is really the first verse, because there it speaks about how they lovingly accept all that join themselves unto them. And it's the same thing where Germany's heading, because they want to just stock up the military, basically the bodies can die, and they're gonna use all tricks in their pocket to get these people involved, man. Because he might say you have to fulfill these 5 years, but then you see that nobody gonna really get the German citizenship. For an example, this is one tool um, that you can use to lure them in. But it's Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were the drawn swords. Exactly. This is the thing. He speaks of peace, but actually has war in his heart. He like, yeah, come, join the military. Then he sets them into the hardest battle, basically. That they're gonna die. That's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna use them as gunpowder, so to speak. And this is what you have to understand. So don't take this this so-called kindness as really as kindness, because it's just a trap. But the point of the matter is that it's as in the time of Rome. That's why, let's finish this article. It says the initiative has gained some support from the Free Democratic Party, FDP, which is part of Germany's three-way coalition government, as well as the opposition bloc of the Christian Democratic Union and the Christian Social Union, CDU and CSU. It says, in the search of suitable young people, because they want the young. And what do you have, for example, right? You see a lot of Syrians, right? Like from Syria. You see a lot of guys from there. They're coming into the country, especially in certain parts of Germany, and all they want is German citizenship, man. They want to be German so they can have the rights of a German. You understand? That they have the rights of a German. So it's as, for an example, I can't really use the example. They don't let me do that. But they want the rights, because they're gonna have the benefits. Like I said, they don't have it so hard in Germany no more. When the police comes and they show the passport, they're like, "Oh, you German?" They're like, "Yes, I'm a German." So they ain't gonna have no that stamp of foreigner on papers no more. Of course, they're gonna still look like foreigners, but on papers they are basically in safety. So this is a big thing that they can use to really sum up a big crowd of young men and women. You know why? Another thing. What do the foreigners always want? They want to bring their family over here. So they might have a wife over there. They might have children over there. Whatever. And if they have the German citizenship, they can just bring them over here. Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, I was speaking to a guy that I knew from the past, and he has his basically his wife, in Syria still. She's still there, and they was talking after some years, and now she want to come to Germany. It's easier because he got the German passport. You understand? So that's the thing. So you have to understand, this is really a big thing, actually. And this shows you then the same thing with the Romans, because don't you think the Romans lured the people in? Matter of fact, let me just check something out real quick. How See, they had a draft, like they also had in Germany. But yeah, how did they recruit? See, recruitment through Roman legionaries were predominantly made up of volunteer citizens. Conscription of recruits continued through Republic era and in the Principate, especially in times of crisis. This meant the least remaining, yeah. So the point is they had voluntaries because they had the great might of Rome, like Judas, because Judas also joined himself. He said like, hey, we in enmity, we a league now. You understand? So they're gonna use all tricks in their pocket to really get these young, if they really go through with it, they're gonna really use all the tricks in their pocket to get the recruitment, man, because they're preparing for the Great War, for Hamagdon, for the mountain of troops, like it says in Revelation. Matter of fact, let's grab that, and then we're gonna keep on reading. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, if I remember right, 16 and verse 16. It says, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon, which is Hamagdon, which means mountain of troops. Okay, matter of fact, let's go into the word in the blue letter. Revelation chapter 16. Then we're gonna break it down real quick. See, it says even Armageddon, but yeah, because they think like, yeah, Armageddon is some basically the world's destruction, but actually it's just literally means, see, the hill of Megiddo. But when you go into the Har, okay, it's hill mountain, right? And then Magadwan is place of crowds. When you go down, it says, give me a second, what was it again? When you go to the root word of death, Gadat, together in troops or crowds, see? So it's mountain of troops. That's Armageddon. Hamagdon, the mountain of troops. So this is really what they're preparing for, man. So when we go back to this article, it says here, and in the search of suitable young people ready to serve in the ranks of the Bundeswehr, we must, in principle, be prepared to think of much more European scale. Mary Agnes Zimmermann, head of the Bundestag Defense Committee, was quoted saying, related to this issue, in this idea that soldiers without a German passport can quickly obtain one through service in the Bundeswehr. See? Like I said, man, and I forgot about that part. That's the spirit, man. Because they said, if you join the military, passport can quickly obtain. It's like soldiers without German passport can quickly obtain through service in the Bundeswehr. See? So they make it easy for you to get that German citizenship, man. A lot of people will do that, man. Believe me, a lot of people will do that just to get the benefit for them and their family, because then they can bring all the relatives over here. So when they marry their wives, they're also Germans. When they have the children, they have the German citizenship. So they make it easier, basically. They see only the benefits, but they don't see that they're going to be gunpowder and they're just abused by the German government, man. And of course, the salary is also nice. That's what they're going to say. Like, yeah, you're going to make decent amount, right? 2,000 euros a month, 3,000, something like that, man. Because I was talking to a guy that was years ago, though. And he told me if you would go to like, outside the country into some missions, he would get up to 5,000 euros or something, man. Because he's not really in the war type zone like the Americans are, and how that was in a different place like Vietnam, Iran, Iraq, but Iraq and Afghanistan, so like, yeah. But they're stationed basically, and they get like 5,000+ netto. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they so after taxes, that's a decent amount of money, man. But you also have to be available for war, because another guy that I met at my gym, he was in the military in the Bundeswehr, and he's retired, or he stepped out of it, but his contract ends like in I think 1 year or something, so he has to be ready. If war breaks out, he's recruited, man. It says, however, Johann Wadepool, a defense advisor for the CDU-CSU faction, warned that the proposal requires further clarification before it can be formally implemented. Will this opportunity be provided only to citizens of EU and NATO countries, or to others too? See? So now they're thinking like foreigners or only just outside, like in the EU. Is fluency in Germany necessary for this? He asked, according to the Rheinische Post. German is, there you have also German is planning to increase its military to 203,000. So 22,000 more people, personnel from its current level around 181,000 by 2025. Okay. DW said last month, speaking in Stuttgart in August, Pistorius said that attempts to boost Bundeswehr numbers are being hampered by sluggish recruitment, and that's 7% fewer potential recruits had applied up to that point than in that same period of 1 year prior. See, so it's getting less and less. And on top of that, you have to understand that they don't even accept everyone. You have to go to also certain trainings, so that's the thing, man. So they're really looking to the foreigners, of course, outside Germany in the EU, but they're also considering what? Like I gave the example, the German citizenship for the foreigners, man. The refugees. Why they're not just using them? They just put them in the military and that's it. Put them to use, basically. That's the devil, And on top of that, like I said, this is the main point of the lesson is as in the time of Rome, man. So we see that we live in the revived Roman Empire, and that's one indicator for them, and that they want to go back to the Roman ways and just basically say like, hey man, everyone that want to join our army is welcomed. You understand? So just keep your eyes, man, out there. We see wars coming near. The people getting war ready, And of course, like it says in Joel chapter 3, speaks about the weak say I'm strong. They're getting war ready, but they're speaking about the nuclear capability, but they're also stacking up their personnel, man. So it is everything I got. I pray and hope this lesson was edifying. To the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakadesh for the elect. I want to give once again all praises, glory, and the highest honor unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakadesh. Double honors to the elders and apostles who convinced and taught us truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect out there who spread this truth, sincerity, and also charity across the four winds. Until next time, I say Shalom, Wa Brakatam, Wa Baba.